Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a studio full of experts. You've met the economists, Dr. Santosh Mehrotra, Rohit Azad. You've met R. Jagannathan, Anand Ranganathan, and joining are two tax experts, Saloni Roy, partner at Deloitte, indirect tax expert, and Rohinton Sidhwa, partner at Deloitte again, personal and direct tax expert. And we need direct tax experts a lot right now because the expectations on taxes, I think, is beating to every other topic of interest in this budget. Just tell us the probability and possibility of tax cut and in what slabs. Can we expect it in the highest slab, from the lowest to the highest?
अभी budget declared
Expectations में कोई arrest नहीं होता है. Don't worry.
No, so, I mean, inflation dictates that you will have some sort of cut. The question is whether it's at the highest slab. It looks pretty doubtful at this point of time. But what the government is perhaps looking to do is perhaps look at a bigger rationalization of the capital gains tax regime. There's been talk about that. The question is whether they do it right away, or do they actually constitute some sort of committee that actually goes into the merits, demerits of the complications that capital gains has created. There's also a lot of talk about the amount of activity in the futures and options market. And over there, it's perhaps a little more simpler to just jack up things like the securities transaction tax. And that may perhaps be something that they may look at doing. It's very incremental and it's easy to do, and perhaps it's something that the government has been saying quite frequently, that futures and options tends to skew some of the trading in the marketplace. So perhaps that's what we possibly
you spoke about the long-term capital gains where there is a mismatch. That's an important part and important expectation. And let's take a look at how the stock exchanges are looking this morning, because the stock exchange, people are saying it's going through the roof even without giving any sops to them. But right now it's in the red. Do you think that's because they're waiting for a relook at that long-term gains tax, capital gains tax?
I'm sure with bated breath, but currently the way things are going for the government in terms of the stock market, they're probably going to collect a very decent amount of tax. We already have the first quarter collection figures which have come in. Personal tax and securities transaction tax shown a record increase. And actually, this is a very unique trend that's happened from last year. From last year, for the first time, personal taxes have gone ahead of corporate taxes. And that's very positive development, because in many advanced countries, it's personal taxes that actually contribute the bulk of direct taxes. So I think we are moving towards the right trend. We have a reasonable corporate income tax rate, and we are gradually increasing our personal tax base, which kind of brings in the increases in tax revenue, which is so sorely needed by our government.
Well, yes, tax revenues needed by them, but tax rebates needed by us. Where are the two going to find a common point? We'll wait and watch. But joining me this morning, Nilesh Shah, MD of Kotak Mahindra Mutual Fund. Thank you very much, Nilesh Shah, for joining me here.